So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. And be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Relax your body. So once we get connected with our other network, we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. And gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to be very clear with this practice that we try to explain here. So when it comes to meditation, it's always you have to remember it is your main responsibility to know yourself why you have to practice meditation. What is the reason? And once you have that clarity, then sometimes according to the whatever you want, and then the technique can be different. The teachings can be different. But if you look for wisdom, if you want to clear your mind, brush up your awareness, and to gain kind of like a tranquility state, then you have to practice this tranquility meditation, which we call samatha bhavana. And at the same time, if you want to go deeper into the knowledge or the wisdom and understand regarding your very life, and then you have to develop that practice to vipassana. So vipassana meditation is the method that explains clearly this inside, outside, this world, how things come to be as they are. So in the deeper level, it gives a clear understanding. So when it comes to this process, mainly, it is not just you practice only the technique. Always remember, when it comes to meditation, your day-to-day life is very important. The way you behave, your discipline, give a huge effect for your practice. And at the same time, the very intention come from you and coordinate it with the energy, put it together and keep practice day by day, day by day, day by day, will take you to gain good result. So why we need this kind of practice? So when it comes to our mind always depend on thoughts. So the thoughts are not the mind. It is a part of the mind. It is a byproduct of the mind. But most of the time in day-to-day life, we tangle with thoughts related to our past or the future. But in this very present moment, you have the life. So another thing is we are so caught up with, we are so thinking about the very events of life, situations, environment of life. But the life is not that event. So then you have to remember always. So whatever happens in your past or in the future, even in the present moment, whatever happens in the outside world, and if even it is engaged with you, your life is something. So once you recognize that you are not that whatever the event happens, itself bring you some kind of wisdom. So whatever happens to you, whatever that you keep thinking this will happen to you, it is not you. It is just an event. So that gives us some kind of clarity to yourself to be still. So through the practice, that is the mainly we try to develop, bringing that to stillness within your own mind when it comes to your own thoughts and when you deal with your own thoughts. Because we have a huge thought bank related to our past. Every day we withdraw many kind of thoughts from that bank. So, and we try to invest it for our future. We depending on that thought bank. But you have to remember, the real wealth is not that your thought bank or whatever the ideas you try to invest for your future. The real wealth that you have right now, your present moment and the very present condition of your mind. So recognizing that itself give an opportunity for yourself to move forward with the life, becoming very clear. Rather than bringing your past experience to the present moment, whatever that the knowledge that you acquired through the culture, tradition, believing system, following system. So you are capable to see the life as it is from the present moment with the very clear mind and with very clear understanding, without becoming a bias to your own thoughts. So that clarity is the best opportunity that you have. Everybody can have that. Anybody can gain it if that person little bit become aware. So then most of time when it comes to our suffering, there are many ways that suffering explained, but our pain, unsatisfaction, fear, sadness, worry, disappointment, detachment, these kind of things. There are certain things on the surface level we experience every day as our life events. And at the same time, deeper level, there are certain things we experience. So this both related to suffering, but still that all happens when you get tangled with the past or the future. So then in the very first level, if you become very clear with the present moment of mind and knowingly that there is something beyond your thoughts, it gives a total clarity and confidence to yourself to not to get disturbed out of whatever the thought arise. But the thing is, the story that we build up inside our own mind is sometimes so stronger than the reality, whatever happened around us. When the story becomes stronger, what happens? It makes you blind. And then you can't recognize things as it is. So tranquility meditation means another way. You slow down the inner story that you keep talking to yourself, inner voice. So, and at the same time, you are capable to aware that whatever the story keep going inside, once you know it is a story, and that way also you gain the freedom from that story. Otherwise, it can hold us. So wisdom means another way, another window to understand this wisdom. When you know yourself that your mind telling to you stories and it is not the reality, it is just your thoughts, that is a wisdom that you can carry within yourself. And you can apply it to any situation in your life. Because then you withdraw from the bodily, verbally, mentally reactions. And then you take a conscious decision according to the necessary cause and conditions in that environment. That is what you need. So you are capable to do that. But the thing is, sometimes we are so comfortable with our repetition of this life. So you have to remember, whatever in this mind, it's a reflection of your, that whatever that mostly you experience, it's a reflection of your thoughts. It's same like the moon. There is no light on the moon. But when you look, you can see in the dark that, you can see the moon shining. But it is a reflection. So your mind, the most of the thoughts the same, that it's a reflection, your own point of view, which we call the ego or self-centered mind. There is no such a thing like that. But when this reflection becomes stronger, creates such a vivid, strong light, that light makes us blind. And that blind mind and believe there is something, and then keep going with that. But when it comes to the very reality of life, if you look very closely to your own life, most of time from morning to night, of course there is a life keep happening very silently underneath this all, but most of time we get disappointed, unhappy, sad, worry, because of our own thoughts that we create inside us. So know that. Get out of it. And little by little, you can't do it overnight. But little by little, try to move away from it. Once you are capable to detach from that story that keep telling inside you, convention, even in the very conventional level, you are capable to have some kind of satisfaction. So, of course, there are situations in the outside world, but more than that situations, our mind gives us a hard time. That is what you have to understand. But you are capable to transform it to kind of like make it kind of like a good friend, rather than making a troublemaker. So once you make your mind like a good friend, and once you know this, that your awareness is so stronger than this thought pattern, that whatever arises, so by the time you are capable to divert this all the unnecessary thought to make it kind of like a very profitable life. So that is what you need, not to reject anything, but how you can divert, So that is where the practice comes. So once we have this intention to observe the inhalation, exhalation, and then you keep focused to that, and then you bring your attention towards it. And even though mind wants to go here and there, again and again, you keep focused to that inhalation, exhalation. And you just say yes to your primary mental object and be with it. So then sometimes it make you uncomfortable. Of course, because this mind always like to go here and there, and always like to live with imagination, and always like to follow the mirage. They always like to create stories and live with the stories. And we are born with the dream, and we follow the dreams. We trying to become with the dream. We are dreaming all the time. Nothing wrong with that, because that dream in conventional level brought us certain things to our day-to-day life. But the thing is, you have to remember, you no need to dream every day. You have done it for a while, but you have to remember, life is different. Dreaming about life is something else. Nothing wrong dreaming about some life, but it is your responsibility. At least you have to remember, you have to take time to live the life. Few hours per day. Live the life. For that, you need the courage, strength, abilities, knowledge. To dream, that whatever the experience that you have, that's enough for you, or maybe the information around us, that give enough help for us to dream. But to live, you can't live like that. When it comes to real life, you need some different skills. So one is the awareness. Without awareness, you can't make a real life. So then always remember to brush up, clean, uplift your awareness. Work for that. Keep it open always. Keep it ready always. When you dream, you don't need the awareness. Because dream state itself means there's no such a awareness that hold into the moment, because then it's not going to become a dream. Another thing is the strength. You need the awareness. Another one is the strength. The physical strength, mental strength, spiritual strength. You need this. How are you going to gain it? You have to work for that. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. So then, that is where this profitable skills is very necessary, because when it comes to profitable skills, mean that whatever your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, out of that, it never going to make you weak a person. Physically, mentally, spiritually. So it always make you a strong person. That is the beauty of the profitable skills. So then always remember to develop some kind of profitable skills. It can be different person to person. So in that way, when the ability you have to merge this strength and the awareness together, and that is where your practice is going to become more stronger. Another one is that you need to have some kind of faith, which we don't see nowadays much around most of the practitioners. They keep practice, but they don't have the faith towards the practice or the Dhamma or the teachings or the Buddha, or kind of like that. They have their, why? Because they are so egocentric. They practice, but they don't want to follow the technique. They say, I do whatever I want. And maybe they keep listening, and once they start to practice, when they close their eyes, they go to whatever their technique. Because they don't have much faith to follow the teaching. So that way it doesn't work. So then always remember, strength is important. And the awareness is important. But at the same time, your North Star is the faith. So then you have to look where your faith, that how you maintain it, and regarding what you have the faith, because that going to change all other things. So then always remember, brush up yourself with these three qualities. Awareness again and again. And the strength, build up the strength. Don't be a weaker person. Every day you have to practice for that. Do things for that. Be active, be useful yourself, be useful to others, be energized yourself. And the third one, have the faith. Faith is like the foundation. Hold it to the higher purpose with the conviction, trust regarding the truth. And when you especially walk in this wisdom path, every day you have to have the ability to listen and be open. So when you have the faith, you are not afraid to be open. It gives the confidence to yourself. So that is where the Srutamejnana, the listening, reading, that learning new things, you are capable to open to new things. That's the beauty of the confident trust. It never going to close you. No, only this, no. Chintamejnana, and it open your ability of thinking and understanding and applying it to yourself, whatever that you absorb from the outside. Bhavana mein jnani, and you develop very critical, analytical understanding it just by using yourself. And then you rather than becoming a bias to what you heard, what you learn, you bring it to your own life, you practice with it, and out of that practice, you understand how it works. And that is where you gain the real wisdom to yourself. So then, when you have the faith, it opens you to do that kind of deeper practice. Otherwise, sometimes you have the awareness and you have the strength, but the faith can take you to different directions. So then always remember, keep these all three things together. And that way, you are capable to always go towards the right direction. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. Allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Do nothing extra. Just recognize it. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. Your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Tavata chamnihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjisami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless.